The word healing, it can mean physical healing, like we actually have something wrong with our body. It can actually be our soul, that deep aspect of us, or our mind, an emotional level. The Mind Mastery course is the look at that aspect of our mind and how that's impacting how we show up in life. My name's Bronwyn Jane, and I am the founder of the Psychic Mediumship College. And this course I hold close to my heart, created many years ago and waiting for the perfect time to share it with others. That time is now, as many of us are on a spiritual journey. We might have been on it for a few years, we may have been on it for a decade. We may just have one foot on that path. Doesn't matter where we are. We show up in life based on our automatic system that we operate. We don't understand how it got there. We don't understand how to control it. We don't understand how it impacts our life. Sometimes we know that we want something more, but we really don't know how to get there. We know maybe that we've done the work on ourselves, or we're still doing the work on ourselves, and we have seen the profound shift and change in our life by doing that. And now we want to help others. When I use this in my everyday work, I am surprised every day I do it on where someone thinks they are, and then the realization on how they got there. And I share a couple of examples with you briefly to show you how profound this work is when you really know how to do it. So I had a gentleman arrive in for a one-to-one personal session, and he came because he was having an emotional attachment to someone, and it was causing him grief. It wasn't great. It was like sometimes it was great, sometimes it was not great, and it was impacting him. There was no physical component to it, but it was distracting him in life, and he was calling it a twin flame. I said, I've got a twin flame. It's not my wife, and it's causing me grief. And as we unpack this, applying all the techniques that we cover in the Mind Mastery course, what we were able to ascertain within 45 minutes with these skills, that actually how he was showing up not only in this relationship that he was identifying as the twin flame, but how he was showing up as a business owner, how he was showing up as a father, how he was showing up as a husband, all stemmed from something else that totally blindsided him once he realized that this all started from when he was a young child and his father was exceptionally busy, and he would go to work with him and he would be ignored because dad was focusing on work. And then what that then taught him, and then how he showed up in his relationship with his mother and every other relationship. And with that realization of how that understanding, that situation with his father, which on the surface he remembers as beautiful, he didn't remember it as trauma. He remembered it as a beautiful experience that he got to spend the weekends with his father at his father's factory, hanging out with him. But then when we unpacked it, there was other emotions sitting in that. And those other emotions then led him to how he showed up now. And with that realization, he was able to heal that situation and have awareness then on how all the other dynamics in his life were playing out because of the belief system that was put into him then. This is profound work that we undertake here. It is not small stuff at all. And so in that space, the other thing I wanted to share with you is another example. Another client, she came to me and she said, I love my partner deeply, my boyfriend, but when I have to stay at his house, I can't sleep. And so then, because I can't sleep, I'm not functioning. I can't function at work. I can't function in my relationships. When he sleeps at my house, not an issue. And once again, applying these skills in this spiritual coaching space, within 45 minutes, we were able to ascertain that the whole event that was causing her grief and everything that came as a result of her life, and she had not had an awesome life. It was now, but the journey she'd been on had been exceptionally hard. It all stemmed from when she got a bedroom of her own. And she used to share with her sister. And then they renovated the house and she got a bedroom. And the first night she slept in that bedroom, what occurred? And then that was playing out then in all different dynamics, how she interacted with men, how she interacted with, it stemmed from very simple, her father saying, go in and sleep in your new room. And she was scared because she saw something that scared her. Uh, She described it as something in the window. And from that point, very simple, on the surface, we wouldn't even understand that would have such a profound impact, but it did. So, in a healing space, it is not always something that is obvious. It is not always something that looks like it is trauma in a really obvious way. Sometimes the experiences that we encounter in life on the surface look like they were great experiences. A new bedroom, spending the weekend with dad in his factory and getting to hang out. They're not trauma-based experiences in a traditional sense, but they have caused belief systems that have then created this environment that is then cascaded and now showing up in other ways where you can't share a room with a man that you love. Or you're forever helping everyone, like my first client. You have to rescue and save people. So, understanding how to apply spiritual coaching methods not only can help you grow, evolve, and be all that you can be, but you can also take these skills and help others, change other people's lives. As I said, for me, this is one of the most profound things that I can share with anyone. I know it changes lives. It changes mine and it's changed other people's lives. Knowing how to be all that you can be. And that's why I use that phrase. It is my catchphrase because this changes us. It takes us back to who we are, who we've always been. We just didn't realize. So, if you're excited by the concept of not only finding yourself, learning the skills on how to help others in this space, or just simply apply them to yourself, so that's personal transformation space, that you're a reader, a healer, already a coach, and you want to enhance your learning. Or you actually want to be a spiritual coach, then I'm going to invite you to explore the Mind Mastery spiritual coaching course and join me on this journey.